a speech that feels like I'm back in elementary school and that I'm going to get a bad mark. That's what it felt like for this recent DisruptHR talk. And it's 5 minutes, 20 slides, 15 seconds a slide, and it moves forward without me having control of the clicker. So totally different experience. Stretching what I do as a speaker, facilitator, content creator. It really challenged me, feeling like I needed to memorize my content. Now, usually that's not a problem. I create my presentation, my workshop, whatever I'm doing, my keynote. And even if I never look at notes, I usually am free flowing with knowing my content. I think part of it too was I'm going through a transition of really honing in my own messaging and focus going forward. So this was a great launchpad platform to focus in on my new niche, which is what I love to do, content creation and helping people reach their audience. But this experience was definitely unique. Being in front of lights, filming, knowing this was going on a global platform, and being in a lineup of fantastic speakers. And they were all wonderful. They all did a really awesome job. But honestly, those moments where another speaker that I know is seasoned and does this all the time, when they had a moment of trying to remember their next point, it made me feel a little bit better that we're all in this together. We're all in the same boat. And it's not about perfection in that sense. It's about being real and reaching our audience with our content. So there were definitely moments where I didn't cover everything I wanted to say. It wasn't perfect, but that's okay. So I'm putting together this sort of montage journey of taking you along with me, preparing for this moment. Okay, before I click, this is truly my first time running through this.
Thank you for liking my slides.
Absolutely. Getting ready for a meeting.
Right.
And give them time. I love your slides, by the way. They're so great.
Thank you.
So much fun. And I think everybody that's going into DisruptHR needs to see your talk.
Oh, thank you. This is what I love to do, is create this stuff.
I prepared to do the DisruptHR was, first of all, look through my content, create an amazing PowerPoint presentation. But part of what was going to make this successful was to connect with the audience, not just memorize the content. And part of connecting with the audience was my confidence factor. If I felt at ease and just really resonated with the participants and connected the material to them. So if I just went through memorized script, I wasn't necessarily in that moment. And being in that moment, I needed to be confident. So part of it was also, what was I going to wear? That I was comfortable, that I felt good about myself. I tend to wear almost the same thing all the time. Black suit jacket, black pants, and my blue shirt. And it's just part of my brand. And enjoy the day leading up, practicing, but also putting on some great music and just getting prepped. So that's a little bit more on how I prepared for a new presentation to make sure that I did a great job, the best I could, in a situation that was definitely stretching me a little bit. And are you, oh, this is the mic?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you guys only need one mic?
All right, hello, disruptors. Pivotal moment for me in this journey so far. I'll have to stay tuned for what did it actually look like? I am waiting as well. This is the next morning. I feel good. And so I hope you enjoyed this video. Usually I have a lot more interaction and handouts, but there was no trying to sell or connect people to our websites. None of that was allowed. And I didn't want to step over that line that potentially then the video wouldn't be allowed. But one thing I did create, and it's going to be for all my networking opportunities, is this postcard. And it's all about reaching your audience. And then I have this great QR code here too to make it easy, or people can go to my website. So I do have a handout from this presentation, and what I'll do is I'll link. It's to join our email list, and you can unsubscribe at any time. But with the first email after you join the email list, you get a link to our secret, not so secret, resource page. So it's a resource page that is not part of publicly on our website. It is exclusively for those that are part of our member email list, really news you can use, and tools and resources are on this page, including the handout for this particular talk. If you like this, please, like, subscribe to this channel, and share this content. The best part of last night, when someone said they had a light bulb learning moment from my content and they were going to implement and put into practice what they learned from my talk, that was a highlight for me. There were many highlights, but that was one that definitely stood out for making that impact. That's what we're all about, helping you reach your audience. And when we find out that we're reaching ours, that is definitely the cherry on top. So until next time, I hope you have a light bulb learning moment and that you have the tools that you need to reach your audience. Being comfortable and feeling good, and what I ate even that day, and drank lots of water, and just overall I wanted to set myself up for as much success as possible.